throne.
You don't have to hurry for anybody. All right, David Johnson starting out against the superstar. But let's take time.
Dundee has just called timeout here.
Sure.
Yeah, referee's saying, come on. We don't have timeout here. Let's go. Oh, Dundee. Going after young David Johnson. Johnson with a chop. Dundee just open hand slapped him across the face.
Obviously, outclassed Jamison and Johnson. Just will tell it like it is. Dundee and Landell, both single title holders. Oh, boy, that elbow crucified David Johnson. He's still hanging in there, trying to battle his way back.
Boy, both of them are vicious here today. Landell and Dundee. Landell must have taken a cue from Dundee, and when he stepped through there, he has just been pounding first Johnson and now Jim Jamison. Oh, Jamison literally knocked halfway across the ring by Dundee. Body slam. Dundee didn't just body slam him, he threw him down.
He did, right in the middle of the night. Now he's going over, slapping David Johnson. Jamison trying to battle his way back, but Dundee leaned back. Slick move to nail him with the bottom of his foot right in the face. He is back on top of him, and there's a tag on the nature boy. Landell.
What a chop he put on him. Both of them just unrestrained here today. They are just going all out, working over Jim Jamison and David Johnson. We're about 2 minutes into the action. And it's been all Landell and Dundee.
Boy, and you called it right. All Landell and Dundee. They have been pumping on Johnson and Jamison. Dundee holding him down right now. Slaps him a little across the face. Bang! Big right hand to the midsection, but Dundee right back at him, and he slams him into the ropes, and referee Jeff Jarrett says, come on, back it up, keep the fist open.
Dundee, double fist across the back of the neck. Now, Jamison thrown out of the ring, down on the floor. Dundee out there after him. Oh, body slam right on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, David Johnson coming down to try to help his partner out. The referee running Dundee back to the corner finally.
Coming up on 3 minutes in this match. 15 minutes is the overall time limit. David Johnson helping Jim Jamison back up on the ring apron.
Trying to get the referee to back Dundee up. He does not back up. He drops an elbow just as Jamison comes through.
And his knee buckle there. Dundee goes after Johnson over in the corner.
Boy, he nailed him, knocked him right off the ring. And Dundee right back on Jamison, tags Buddy Landell.
Drops down on Jamison.
Coming around to the 4-minute mark where, what, 3.5 minutes?
That was a count of 3. That's it. Yeah, we were at 3 minutes, 36 seconds, and that is it as Landell got the 3 count on him. Dundee and Landell celebrating a victory here. An overpowering victory, I might add, over Jim Jamison and David Johnson.
They were, no excuse in that. Buddy Landell, they beat the stew out of him. Now Landell and Dundee are showing what big men they are. Oh, Johnson thrown over the top rope. Hey, come on.
Landell is just attacking the referee.
That'll cost you. Jeff Jarrett refereeing this match, and Landell just slammed him. There goes Jamison out of the ring. Here comes Jerry Jarrett, Jeff's dad, in, and he nails Dundee. Nails Buddy Landell, and right back at Dundee. This is Jerry's son that was refereeing. Uh-oh, Landell got him from behind. And Dundee slams him with a right, puts him down on the deck. Come on, this thing's getting out of hand now. God, Dundee's going for his eyes, Dave. He's only got one good eye in there. Come on. kid up a year out of high school, and they jump on him in there because he's trying to stop them from doing the damage they were doing to Jameson and all.
Kid just doing his job here. And then his dad comes out to help him. They know Jerry's only got one good eye, and they go after it.
And start gouging in the eye. That's the sickest thing I ever saw. I'll tell you one thing, that is absolutely ridiculous. With guys, something's got to be done about guys. I've had enough people, and I know you have too, Dave, say, are you guys just going to let Dundee take over the entire program? And the answer to that is no. Something's going to be done about it, because I'll tell you one thing, I know Marlon's going to do something, Jerry will do, and I can guarantee you this is one place I'm not objective about the thing. It's ridiculous. It's bad enough when they come out here and do some of the things they do to like Jameson and Johnson. Sure, they're their opponents. You go in there, you beat them in that, but you don't start beating them around. And then you jump on a kid just out of high school like that. Then his dad comes out and tries to protect him naturally, and the next thing you know, they're in there digging at his eye, the only eye. He's got one bad eye, and they're digging at the only good eye he had. Something's got to be done about that. That is sick,
right.
sick.
Tell you what, we're going to be back. We've still got more matches to go here. We're going to be back with more in just a moment.
Okay, we still got a lot of show to go, a lot of things happening on there. They're checking Jerry's eye out right back there now. We got Falk and Eric.
Yeah.
Up in
Here they come. There they are, Tommy Rogers, Bobby Fulton, the Fantastic. Fantastic.
Don't start the match.
Oh, all right, Jerry, hold on. Hold it, referee.
Jerry, you better get back there. I don't think you're ready to be out here yet.
Vance, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, God. Listen.
We can talk about it later, Jerry. You don't need to do it right now. I mean, hey, you did whatever you could.
Listen.
Savage guys come out here and start going after the eye. That's the important thing. Let's worry about that now. Jeff is okay. He's going to be all right. Let's go. Okay.
All right. Yeah, let's go on with the match, okay? All right. All right, referee Jerry Calhoun up there. We're going to go on. All right, bell sounds, and here we go. The Fantastics going against Tony Falk and Keith Eric. That's Bobby Fulton in there. Hold on. Hey, hold it just a minute, referee. Hold it. Can we stop just for a minute? Eddie Marlin.
I want to tell you something. Jarrett's been in my family for a long time. He's the leader. He knows what to do in any circumstances. This is the first time that I've ever seen him in this situation. They tried to put out his one good eye. When he got his eye put out, he didn't cry about it. He didn't tell very few people, but I knew about it. They beat up my grandson. They put him out. Jerry don't know what to do, but I know what to do. He's the leader, and when he's around, I'll say, what do you want to do, Jerry? And he'll tell me. But he's not here to tell me now, and I know what to do. It's one man that I know of that I can put in there with Dutch Mantel, and they can take care of those two guys. And that one man is Jerry Lawler. I don't care about the contract, Bill Dundee. You can sue me. You can sue the company. You can put us out of business. But Jerry Lawler, I'm going to go get him on the phone right now. And if I can get Jerry Lawler to come here, he will be against Dundee and Landell. Now, I'm going to call him on the phone, and if I can get him, he will be here.
All right. Contract or no contract, Eddie's going to try to get him. We'll bring you up to date on that. All right, the match is underway again. Restarting here, and the Fantastic going after him. Keith Eric takes the double drop kick as the Fantastic put him down. Tony Falk has just rolled out of the ring. Tommy Rogers going against Keith Eric. Boy, what an announcement by Eddie Marlin, and I don't blame him. Boy, I tell you, after all that's going on here, not just today, but in recent weeks, but especially here today, boy, who can blame him for wanting to get somebody in here can get it all stopped and straightened out?
I tell you, absolutely, Dave. It just has gotten to the point with Dundee and Landell, and Dundee's the ringleader of the thing, where something has got to be done. I hate not to be calling the match the way we should. The Fantastics are taking care of business in there, but it is very difficult when you see a friend of 20 years like Jerry Jarrett is of mine to come out here and be in a position where he feels like he can't defend his son because he's going against two knuckleheads up there that do that. And the lowlights don't have any more class than to go for a man's only good eye. He's already lost the sight out of one eye and start to do that. They beat up on a kid like that. Tommy got, well, you can see what's happening. Go ahead, Dave.
All right. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. It's ridiculous. Bobby Fulton drops down on Tony Falk. Tony Falk looking toward the corner. He's a long way out of that corner, though. Shoulder butt by Bobby Fulton. Down to the mat goes Tony Falk. Tony Falk with a very long losing string on championship wrestling. I wouldn't favor him to break that string today either, going against Bobby and Tommy.
No, you're right there.
A little hair pulling by Falk. Well, you break enough rules, you can win some matches. Falk using the fist right now. Reversal by Bobby Fulton. Nice move. Fantastic. Really looking good, as always. Boy, these guys are in terrific shape. When they show up at the arena, they are ready to wrestle. They were kind enough, and referee, too, to hold the match briefly here while we talk to Eddie Marlin. Fantastics themselves showing some class in that. Tony Falk being worked on by Tommy Rogers. Rogers puts him into the ropes. Dumps him over the back, and Tony Falk hit hard. Tommy bars the right arm of Tony Falk. 3 minutes gone in this one. Bobby Fulton taking over. Tony Falk. Whoa. I think he hit him with a thumb and jabbed his thumb into his throat. Bobby Fulton comes out after him. I don't know what he did, but I think he shouldn't have done it. Falk makes the tag. Keith Eric being hammered by Bobby Fulton. Eric backed into the corner. Tag made, and Tommy Rogers leaps over the rope. Presses Eric down to the mat. This could be it. Counts to 2 and 3. 4 minutes, 3 seconds of action. And there's a high five from Tommy Rogers. Bobby Fulton as they get the victory here over the team of Keith Eric and a still winless Tony Falk.
Well, they had a...
to be, I'm suing the out of you.
Okay, coming over to talk to us, and Dutch, thank you very much for coming out here in a miserable situation.
Okay, I want to say one thing, you know. What I just saw here, and it's no big secret that I fell out with Landell and Dundee, and I'm glad I did, baby, because they was making my life miserable. But I know how to correct things, so I got out. I bailed out first. But I'm going to tell you one thing. What they just did here, and I'll tell you, it takes a lot of guts to beat up an 18 or 19-year-old kid.
Deal.
A year out of high school, it takes a lot of guts, Dundee and Landell, to go out and knock him out. But to go ahead, and you know, Jerry Jarrett has only one good eye, and you were going for the other one, gentlemen. We saw you right here on the tube, baby. The tube don't lie. You were going for his other eye. Now, I could not. I've done a lot of bad things in my time, but I've never tried to purposely take out somebody's eye, baby, because I know what it's like. Now, I'm going to say, I'm watching my back, baby, because I got that door geared, Jack. If they come in, I'm going to knock them in the next week. Now, I heard Eddie Marlin out here, and he took it upon himself to see if he could get Jerry Lawler back here. And I hope to God he does, because if anybody can help me out, it's Jerry Lawler. But see, what Dundee and Landell don't know about Jerry Lawler is he is a friend of the family, and he watched that kid, Jeff Jarrett. He watched him since he was yay-high to a jackrabbit grow up, and he's like family. And if he thinks he's going to let this go by unanswered, it's not going to happen. Now, I'll tell you, Landell and Dundee, don't get so glory happy in the back and all gloated up, baby, because you went ahead and knocked Jeff Jarrett out, but I've checked him in the back, and he's going to be all right.
I got Jerry Lawler on the phone, and can we get him hooked up in here? Because he wants to talk to us. He's on the phone.
You got a hold of him?
Right now?
Yeah, if you can get him in here.
Bob, is there any way to get the phone? Can we get the phone back? I don't know, Eddie, but we'll try right now. You got Lawler on the phone right now? Okay. We're gonna I hope you'll bear with us just a second, but I think it's important enough for us to take the time out to see if we can get all this hooked up. Eddie, I don't know whether we'll need to get the operator to switch this in here or not. Whatever we need to do, let's try to do it, because I think it's that, huh? Will it come out any further, Bob, or is that?
Get the mic over there. He wants to talk to the people.
Yeah, okay. See if we can get this rig out here.
Hold on, people. We're going to get him on his phone in just a minute.
Okay, let's see.
There he is. There he is.
Hey, Jerry, can you hear us? Huh? No, this is Lance. Eddie's out here with me, Jerry.
Okay, Lance, yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, good.
All right, listen, you know, I just talked with Eddie just a moment ago, and I'm sitting at home watching this whole thing take place, and you know, I mean, this has just gone way past what anything should ever be like this allowed to happen.
Amen.
And ridiculous. I think everybody knows, it's no secret to anybody, that I hate Bill Dundee's stinking guts, and everybody knows that I have hated being away from town. I hated having to lose the loser leave town and not being able to wrestle there in my home area. But what has taken place today, Lance, even goes far beyond that. You know, the fact that I hate Dundee and the fact that I hate not being able to wrestle in my own hometown, that goes without saying. But what I've just watched take place here today, Dutch has already talked about it, you know, to see my friend Jerry Jarrett, and a lot of people don't realize what kind of friends we are. You know, Jerry and I have been friends, and we go back a long, long way through thick and thin. When Jerry was struggling, you know, trying to start his own wrestling promotion, I stuck with him then and helped struggle along while this thing wasn't successful, and helped make it successful, and give the wrestling fans in this area what I think is the best promotion anywhere in the country. And there have been a lot of wrestlers, and Lance, you know them as well as anybody, that have come through here and have gone on to what they thought were maybe bigger and better things, and have not shown any loyalty or any friendship, and have not stuck by. But I have always stuck with Jerry Jarrett, and I've stuck with the fans in this area because I love them, and I love him, and the people here know that, you know, he stuck by me all the way through, too. And I am going to be here. After losing this loser leave town match, it's true, I've had to get on an airplane every week, and I've had to fly all the way across the country, all the way across the ocean to different parts of the world to wrestle. And believe me, Lance, I hate it. I'd rather be right here at home with the people that I know and love and the fans that I've wrestled for all of these years and that I want to continue wrestling for. And now I have an opportunity to come back here and do it. And Eddie Marlin has called me and asked me to come back, and I told Eddie before, sure, Bill Dundee will probably sue because there was a signed and sealed contract. That's all he can do is sue, and I think that Jerry and Eddie Marlin have enough money to keep Bill Dundee tied up in court from now until doomsday if they have to. But what we can do is take care of some business in the ring right away. So I'm already booked to wrestle in other parts of the country this week. I'm going to cancel whatever bookings I have. And Dundee and Landell, I want you to know, boys, the king is coming back to town, and I will be there. And
Jerry, just a second.
Jerry, this is Dutch. Can you hear me?
I hear you, Dutch.
Okay, look, I know you saw what happened. I'm disgusted with it, but I know we go back a long way, brother. But we got one thing in common. We don't like Dundee, and I don't know if you like Landell or not, but let me tell you, he's a low-life, egg-sucking dog, baby. So if you'll be my partner, I guarantee you, I had Billy Travis as a partner, but, you know, a lot of He's a good wrestler, but he's just not there yet, Jerry. So if you'll be my partner, I guarantee the fans sitting at home that we're going to take care of business, and we're going to take care of it the only way we know how, and that's to kick their butts all over that ring, Jagger.
Well, I think that pretty well tells how Dutch feels about it, and I know how you feel about it, knowing how close you are to Jerry.
Well, Lance, I just want to say this. You know, I thought I felt as bad as I've ever felt in my life when I lost a loser leave town match.
Yeah, I know that.
Just a few minutes ago, when I had to sit here on television and watch Jerry Jarrett come out there, and knowing the kind of pride that's inside that guy, and to see him standing there and cry in front of hundreds of thousands of people here on television, because I know his feelings. I know what he's thinking. He's thinking, here's he's feeling like he's not even a man who's able to help out his own son when he needs him. And I know what kind of emotion had to be going on inside him, and I felt it too. And I want to say this to Dutch. I fought hard against you, Dutch, and I fought hard with you, and you've done the same thing with and against me. And all I want you to do is promise me that Monday night, not only Monday night, but any chance we get a hold of these jerks, Dundee and Landell, that you will fight just as hard as with me as you have against me in the past. And I promise you, and I promise the fans, and I'm promising Jerry and Jeff Jarrett that we will take care of Dundee and Landell, and they're going to know what it's like to have somebody trying to put them out once and for all. We'll do it, Dutch.
Okay, I give you my word, baby. We're going to stay together. We're going to teach these guys a lesson.
I'm telling everybody that King is back, and they're going to know it.
Okay, Jerry, we got to get it on here. Thank you very much for all of it. I'm glad Ed got in touch with you. We'll see you this week, my boy. Okay, thank you, Bob.
It ain't going to do him good. Like you said, the King is back and the Dutchman's with him, and when we get together, things are going to happen. Thanks, Ed.
Go get him, Dutch. Ed, thank you very much.
Mantel and Jarrett and Lawler.
It's long overdue, I can tell you, and I know you feel the same way I do. Forgive us for all of the behind-the-scenes stuff here, but we felt it was important. David, let's ring the bell, and we'll see if we can get it on here.
All right.
Hey, if everything else happened, we just will walk over here on camera.
That's right. We've got the ring waiting here. Our first look coming up.
Nature Boy, Buddy Landell. And brother, let me tell you something. The Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee is rocking and rolling with this exciting action. Lawler and Mantel fired up, Lance, and they hit that ring steaming.
Boy, I'll tell you, smoking is exactly right. Bill Dundee and Buddy Landell tried to grab an edge, but Lawler and Mantel came in there. Dundee throws a chair in the ring at Lawler and Mantel. Dutch picks it up, and the referee now dumps it back out of there.
Give me that damn mouth. Here, Bill. Hey. Come on, Bill.
Hey, excuse us, as the bell is sounded, Dundee came over, his big shot, knocking the announcers around, but Lawler and Mantel come in rocking. Lance, you had to put this down to get away from Dundee. He's insane.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Billy is just letting it all get to him till he is sick. Another chair heaved in there.
Let's go, Joe.
boy, I'm telling you. Used to have a little respect, Randy, for Dundee because the guy is such a terrific talent for his physical size, but he has gone berserk, absolutely. And I still think the analysis was correct. He thought he had everything his way. Somebody came back in here that was going to challenge him a little bit. He had to fall in out with Mantel, and he can't stand it. Just can't stand it. Jerry Lawler in, Buddy Landell crawls through. No, I can't. Well, ain't nobody can keep him quiet, Bill. Good night. They came here to see exactly this. Dundee looking around for another chair or a ball bat or something. Lawler and Landell. Woo! And Landell nailed Dundee. Lawler got out of the way. Boy, he nailed Dundee good. Landell was going to fool Lawler after the first one and get right back on him. He's checking Billy over. Dundee's one eye is already still about half closed. Lawler waiting on Landell to come back in here. Well, I'll tell you, it's hard to concentrate on the match, having to look out for Dundee and Landell, Randy.
Listen to that.
Yeah. Landell saying, oh, I could beat him just like that, and snapped his fingers if I wanted to. Well, they tie up in the middle of the ring. There's a tag on the Dutchman, who grabs Landell's arm and rips him. Can assure you that Mantel has no fond feelings for Buddy Landell. Mantel didn't even like Landell when they were wrestling and supposed to be halfway friends along with Dundee. Buddy in the corner, ripped with a right hand from Lawler. Dutchman goes after Dundee. Boy, and Dutch firing that foot out there, kicks Landell down. Lawler setting up for a pile driver, and the referee, Jerry Calhoun, grabs him. He's counting on him. So Lawler settles for letting loose and ripping Landell one. Jerry cuts him off as he was going to tag Dundee. Coming up as we pass the 4.5-minute mark, on the 5-minute mark. And Landell firing back on Lawler. Tag on Dundee. Big slam. Dundee on the top rope. And Bill hits the mat as Lawler gets out of the way. Lawler saying, oh yeah, I was waiting on you. Rips Bill with that right hand. Picks Dundee up. Nails him in that eye again. Goes on the floor after him. Just the kind of war we figured you'd be seeing. And here it is. Woo, and the Dutchman slams Dundee. Built's face busted wide open. Good night. Lawler going after that eye, trying to close it again. Dundee pushing Mantel away. Lawler doubled up on the floor. Dundee over and kicks Lawler right in the head. Billy bleeding profusely. Whew, boy, I'm telling you, they busted Dundee wide open, Randy.
Oh, let me tell you something. He hurt that eye about a week ago, something like that. Lawler came out firing, really worked on it, busted open. Dundee's badly cut open, but they've turned the advantage with a cheap shot, I may add, Lance, and now Lawler's in trouble.
Jerry down on the deck, and he is now being picked up by Landell. And Landell rips him hard. Dundee coming over and hits him right through the roof. Slammed into the desk. Lawler and Mantel bashed from behind, fighting back with Dundee. As Dundee slams the Dutchman's head into the steps, takes a rope, going after Lawler to choke him. He's got Jerry around the throat with that rope. Well, I didn't expect any wrestling, but I sure didn't know that I expected to see this kind of war. Lawler down. His face being gouged by Dundee. Lawler now bleeding. They've got Jerry busted open. Bill. Ooh. Rip. Dundee fired away at the King. Here comes Landell from behind. Bill's got a chain, and he nails Landell. Lawler ducked out of the way. Look at the King go. Tags Dutch. All four of them in the ring. Landell busted open by the chain from Dundee. Lawler banging away on Landell as Dutch and Dundee are up in the crowd. The King slams Landell. He is bleeding all over. He is really cut. Dutch brings Dundee back. Dundee covered with blood. Landell split wide open where Dundee hit him with that chain, trying to hit Lawler. Bill out on the floor. Dutch holding up Landell for Lawler. And as Dundee comes back in, Mantel across the ring. Out of the ring, Dundee goes. Dutch got him and pitched him right out, holding Landell. Oh, he is just absolutely slaughtered. Once again, Dundee down on the deck. He's out on the concrete. Lawler and Mantel have got Landell in the middle. And Lawler blasts Dundee out. Well, Bill's getting back a little of what they gave to Jim Jamison. Here comes Dundee. Pitched out of the ring, and look at Landell. He's saying, the referee says ring the bell. Landell is covered with blood. Lawler is bleeding.
Stopping the match because I don't think Buddy can continue. The match is stopped. Lawler and Dutch Mantel are the winners of the match.
Dundee going after referee Jerry Calhoun, who stopped the match because Landell was bleeding so bad. And Dundee getting his head hammered on this desk. Landell soaked with blood. Smashed by Lawler.
One, two, three. One more time. Four. One more time.
The bout is over. What was the time, Randy? Not that it makes one bit of difference.
12:45.
12 minutes, 45 seconds. The battle goes on. Dundee and Landell leaving. The winners, Jerry Lawler, Dutch Mantel, as the referee stops it because Landell was bleeding so bad.
Some words right now from the King. Let's take a listen.
Hi, everybody. Well, before I get started on this interview, let me say first of all that there's nothing that I wanted more in the world than to be here live on television today and see all the wrestling fans and get a chance to thank everybody for being in attendance last week and talk to Lance and everybody. But as most of you know, I still have some commitments that were made before I was able to, before the situation occurred that I was able to come back here and wrestle full time. Some bookings, some places that I have to wrestle, that commitments that I just couldn't get out of, and today happens to be one of them. This being this showing on Saturday, I have to wrestle in another part of the country tonight, and so I'm having to do this interview a day early. Now, I do know one thing. I do know that Buddy Landell and Bill Dundee are in the studio live today, and I do know that they're going to hear every word I say, and I want you two jerks to listen. I want you to listen real good. Now, it's no secret to anybody that last week, the return of the King, I mean, it was overflow crowds. I haven't seen crowds like that in I don't know how long, and believe me, the electricity, the excitement that was in the air, oh boy, it was tremendous. And I want to thank each and every one of you people for being there, and I hope that I lived up to what I told you I was going to do, and believe me, I'm not through yet. Now, Dundee, you and Landell, I just want to say this. I hate your stinking guts, and you know, my parents always brought me up saying, don't hate anybody. Because no matter how bad somebody seems, there's a little bit of good in them. There's some redeeming quality. But Dundee, you and Landell have to be the exceptions to the rule. There's not 1 ounce of good in either one of you stinking jerks. And you proved that last week. You showed your true colors. when you're out in the ring, right here on television, when you're in the ring wrestling, and there's a young kid, Jeff Jarrett, 18 years old, just out of high school, and he's trying to break into professional wrestling. He's starting out the only way he knows how, learning the ropes by being the referee. And everybody has to know that the kid's scared to death in there because he's in he's in an unfamiliar surrounding. He's trying to do the best job he can. And then Landell, you and Dundee have to take advantage of this kid and bust him up. Now that takes real tough guys, doesn't it? That takes a real man to beat up a 17-year-old kid when you're an experienced professional wrestler. I hope you're real proud of yourselves. But that wasn't the worst of it. The worst of it was when Jerry Jarrett, Jeff's father, tries to come to his rescue, a man who everybody saw come right out here on television and explain about the disease that he had in his eyes, histoplasmosis, that cost him the complete vision of one eye and almost cost him the sight of his other eye. And then you two jerks, when you got him down, and it took two of you to do it, you go after that one good eye. And not only did you try to take away his sight, but you were taking away his manhood. Because you see, here was a father who's trying to come to the aid of his son, and you jerks showed him that he wasn't able to do that anymore. Well, let me tell you something. There's a word that you two idiots probably don't know the meaning of, and that word is friends. And Jerry Jarrett's got friends, brother, and I'm one of them. And a friend is a person who, when that person is hurting, his friend feels what he feels. And when I sat and watched on television and I saw Jerry Jarrett down there, and then I saw him have to go out in front of those people crying because he realized that he could no longer protect his son, that he realized that he wasn't the man that he used to be, I felt that. And all the hundreds of thousands of people, the other friends of his, felt that too. Well, let me tell you something, Dundee. I am his friend, and I'm going to do what he wasn't able to do. I'm going to come back for you. And this time, brother, there's not going to be anybody to pull me off of you. There's not going to be anybody to stop this match. You know, when Dutch won that last match, I was upset. I told the referee, no, don't stop it. Keep it going, because, Dundee, I wasn't finished with you. And believe me, I'm not finished with you. The king is coming back, brother. And I'm going to do to you what everybody is waiting for. I'm going to get rid of you once and for all. If you think last week was something, believe me, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because the people are waiting for it, Dundee. They are sick to death of you. They have had it up to here with you, and so have I. And I'm going to do something about it. When I get in the ring with you next time, Dundee, the king is back. And it's going to be all over for you and Landell.